the Elixir community event is now out, and the whole idea of the event is to gather coins, captain's coins to be exact, for global goals. Game-wise, it says it's just fixing stuff in the last city and Elixir quarters, but I'm sure at the end goal there'll be something that actually happens in-game, but until then, that is it. That's the general idea. So you just do a bunch of activities to get coins, things like dares, catch crash, expedition, etc. But I'm sure what people are going to ask is, how can I farm these coins the fastest, whether I'm a team player or a solo player? And that's why we're here. So for solo players, we'll get started with them first. You're going to want to go to Lost Sectors. It doesn't matter which one. You could be in any planet, in any Lost Sector, but this is the general idea. I believe people think this is the fastest one, so we're here, Widow's Walk in Trossland in EDZ. Top left of Trossland, you go into this Lost Sector, you kill one enemy, one captain boss, and then you just leave, rinse, repeat. You can use stuff like Eager's Edge Swords to get around faster. Also, you can use Arc to get amplified, to move around way, way faster than you should be. You go to this boss, you bully him, he dies. You loot the chest to get your 14 coins. And then you immediately leave the area, and you just run back from where you just came, and all in all, it'll take you probably like 20 seconds, maybe 30 seconds, depending your PC, console, or if you have Eager's Edge or not, things like that. But that's the general idea. It's super quick, and every minute you'll get, what, 28 coins? Not too shabby. I think the only other comparison to this would be the team method, which I'll show you in a second, which is essentially doing the King's Fall raid. For King's Fall, you want to get yourself a checkpoint at either Daughters or Oryx, because the first two encounters of the raid actually scale with less coins instead of more. Not sure why they decided to do that. It is what it is, though. So, just going to show you one more time how to just meme this idiot right here. You could also do this with other classes. Doesn't have to be Hunter, by the way. So, he's dead. Loop there. There you go. Proof that you can get it back-to-back. And there's no lockout. Okay, let's go to the King's Fall one. So if you're a team player, your choice is definitely going to be King's Fall for a couple of reasons. One, you don't just run like a hamster on a wheel back and forth in a Lost Sector the entire time. And two, you get spoils while you're doing this activity. And also, I guess you get chances at Touch of Malice if you don't already have it. But spoils is mostly the big reason to do this. So you get 85 from Daughters and 100 coins from Oryx. And these take like maybe 3 minutes for Daughters and 5 minutes for Oryx. Now, initially, you're probably going to think, well, Oryx is the higher number, so why wouldn't I go with Oryx? And technically, you're right. However, I will say, if you, or your team rather, can't one-phase Oryx, then it's significantly worse to do that encounter, as you have to do 2 phases, which then bumps the timer up by, several minutes. Whereas in Daughters, it takes you maybe 3 minutes to get the job done, and the chances of you wiping are very, very slim, unless, of course, you screw up the order somehow. But you just put on a rocket or a linear fusion, slap a div on the Daughters, and then, I mean, how could you possibly fail that, right? So initially, you're probably going to think, well, I'll just do Oryx. Oryx gives more coins, so let me just do that. And technically speaking, you're not wrong, but I will say if your fire team cannot one-phase Oryx consistently, then you're probably better off doing Daughters, because if you don't one-phase them, well, then you end up doing a 7-8 minute run, whatever it may be, because you have to two-phase them, as opposed to just one straight, clean one phase, and then you're done. In Daughters, while you do have to kill 2 Daughters, it still takes a total of maybe like 3 to 4 minutes to get the job done. The chances of you wiping in that encounter are very low, unless you screw something up really, really bad. And then the Daughters, it's not like you can't one-phase a Daughter. You just slap on a rocket, a linear fusion, cataclysmic, put on a div, and then that's it. You're done. You're good to go. You would have to severely screw up somehow, like put a bubble in front of your fire team, to not get a Daughters run done on normal. All in all, if you're doing solo in the Lost Sector farm, you're getting about 280 coins every 10 minutes if you're just non-stop going back and forth. For Daughters, you're going to get around 255 if you can do 3 runs in 10 minutes. And then for Oryx, if you do if you do 2 runs in 10 minutes, which that again is if you can one-phase them each time, that would be 200 coins every 10 minutes. So, ideally, you probably want to go after Daughters, and if you're solo, you want to go after the Lost Sector farm. Oryx is pretty much just get my chance at Touch of Malice, and that's it. But either way is fine. Those 3 methods are your go-to. Solo, Sectors, and for team players, King's Fall, the second half of King's Fall. Do with that what you will, but that is the info I've gathered so far for this event. If there's other farm strats that end up happening, then I'll let you know. Other than that, Hope you guys enjoy. Like, share, subscribe. It does help the channel. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Alright, I'm gonna go now.